Good Sunday morning, YouTube. So this isn't a numbers post. I just did my numbers post. So I'm at hang on. I'm at the Kenly Petro in Kenly, North Carolina. I dropped my load yesterday in Nashville, not Tennessee. Good old wonderful Nashville, North Carolina. And there is nothing. No, there was nothing that I wanted coming out of this area. Not to say there's not any freight coming out of here, because there was a lot of freight coming out of here, and everything was going to Pennsylvania and Connecticut and all that nonsense. So there's a limit as to how far north I will go when it snows and in wintry weather, because I don't have to, because I run myself. I'm not a company driver, nothing like that. So company drivers, it's like y'all got to go where they send you. I got to go where my dispatcher sends me, and I'm not gonna send me all the way up north. I say that, but I'm going a little bit up north later on this week. So I was like, you know what, screw it. I guess I'll do a reset. I don't know. My truck needed inspected. It had 8 more days till the annual quarterly Schneider inspection was due, because they request that we do an annual inspection every quarter. Oh, the idiocy. But, whatever. I don't care. I've only got 47K on here, and I passed, I guess, with flying colors. I don't know. I'm going to compare the numbers and see what my tires are wearing at and stuff later on. That being said, so I went through the truck wash that's here. I don't know where these places are, right? Because I've only been doing this a short while, and I never washed my truck when I was company, because A, it was a tool, and B, they ran the crap out of me. So I never had time to stop and do a truck wash. It was run, stop and take a 10. Run, stop and take a 10. Because I was about making the money so I could feed my family. Now I don't have to worry about that so much. So I stopped and spent $58, I think, on a truck wash and an engine bay cleaning. Now, before I did the engine bay cleaning, I read some reviews. Well, I read some stuff on the owner ops page, and they said that some of them were like, oh, well, I'm not going to do that because I don't want them getting water on my electronics and stuff. And I've only known one person that had an issue with water in an engine compartment, and that was on like a 1980-something, 70-something Chevy Love pickup truck. And another person that had a Ford Ranger, and they were not properly insulated, they were carbureted, they didn't take care of their engine, and so on. So, they've done enough trucks that if it's a new truck, it shouldn't have a problem. If it has a problem, then your truck isn't set up properly and needs to be looked at, because all that should be encased and everything. I know the first Blue Beacon I had on this, there was a guy in a moving truck that pulled in, and he couldn't get his truck started after they washed it, because they washed inside the engine bay. And that happens one time, and you're not washing my engine anymore. I won't even get my engine washed unless I do it myself, and it's going to be a light wash, not a pressure wash or whatever they do. So, but they washed it, and then they had me come out and look in the engine compartment and see if it was satisfactory, and then they kicked me out and made me go pay my bill. So it doesn't look too bad. It is a Blue Beacon, so there are spots here and there. But you got to understand, it's a cheap wash, and it's basically the brushless car wash of car washes, of truck washes. Because when you go there, you still have to detail it. That's pretty much what this is. You still have to detail it. I want my rims clean and shiny. I just don't have. I want to get a buffer, an orbital buffer. I'm gonna look and see if there's one in here. There probably is, but I don't know if I'll buy it, because I didn't bring. Well, I do have my drill with me. I got a cordless drill. And it's not one of those hand crank cordless drills, it's a regular pull the trigger cordless drill. So it's not completely green. It's, it has to use some kind of fossil fuel to charge it. I'm sorry for you people that get your feelings hurt, but it is what it is. And if you don't like it, quit eating food that comes out of a refrigerator and quit using air conditioning and so on. Unless, of course, you're living somewhere where you get sun energy or wind energy. Of course, just remember, the products that make those were made by products that use fossil fuels. Anyway. Anyway, so I'm sitting here in the parking lot. I saw this guy yesterday. So I'm cruising through the parking lot, got my truck washed, and I went over there to the big old Petro sign over there where the TA was for, where the, is that what it's called? I don't know. Whatever the thing is that is where you get your truck inspected and oil changed and all that, the service bay location. And I drive over there and it's closed. There's a big old sign on the window that says we have moved to over by the hotel. Now, I don't get over here much because there's not enough good freight coming out of this area. So across the parking lot, dude, that's like miles. Where am I going to go? So I Google mapped it just to see, okay, it's over here. I just got to drive through to make sure that I'm heading to the right spot on the parking lot. I was trying to keep my drive time down because I was like, I'll run over there, get it done, jump back in my truck, run over here and do my reset. I had hours left. I had 14 hours left. Jill said I had 20, which is wrong because she got the reset in the middle of Monday, and I was in sleeper berth on Jill until like the middle of the day Monday. So it's another reason I want to do my reset, because I want this thing to look proper if I get pulled over, because they're going to start cracking down next week after next. So the week before Christmas, I believe, is what it says. Anyway, so Celadon closing doors, and people are going to sit here and say, oh, well, freight, blah, 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 blah. Celadon could have stayed open if, and only if, those two retards did not steal money, millions from the company. And now they get to go spend their life in a federal prison because that's a felony. Man, if you're that stupid that you want to get bent over in a jail because you're greedy, you deserve every bit of it. So it's a shame. Oh, yeah, it is a shame that people got stranded for Christmas, or will be. But anyway, I really don't know what to say about that other than, dadgum, man, that's a shame. And I wish I could take somebody somewhere, but my insurance won't allow it. So I'll throw $10 at a Celadon driver if I have to, but I don't know, man. I can't do nothing. I gotta find a way to mail a key. I'm gonna do my laundry, and then I'm done. I think I don't have anything else left here. Monday, to finish off next week. Next week would have been a 42. Right now it's a 32, but I got a $1,000 run coming Monday that I'm dropping Tuesday, so I can't close it out till Tuesday, so technically it falls on next week. But I'll crunch the numbers and look and see what it was. But it should be where it's $1,000, so it should give me about another 8 after gas, so it should run like $4K, 2 for in the pocket, 18 for in the pocket, something like that. But next week, I've already got, because the Monday, so say I do the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I've already got 3 loads lined up. I've been eyeballing another one, but I'm not going to take it because it's going through West Virginia. So I'm picking up a load, going up. I don't even know where I'm going. I'm going, hey, is this thing working? I'm going, this third load is Wednesday, and it's going to one of our clients at a retail store, and I got to get 2 unloads out of my trailer and then run back to Ohio from West Virginia, which is what I'll probably do because there's more money in Ohio and it's not that far away from the last drop. So I could get there in 3 hours. I did a little bit of Deadhead. I did like 6-8 hours of Deadhead. I don't know. I have to look at the mileage I did this week at Deadhead. Finally, you shut up. So West Virginia, I'm finishing, and I was going to go right back to the same customer I picked up at and do 2 more of those runs. One more run that does 2 drops. Well, actually, I was thinking about doing 2 more because there's another load going to West Virginia I was looking at, and there's another load going to Punks I was looking at, and they both pay really well. But it's going to snow up there in that area, in the vicinity of that area, and I don't want to take the risk of driving up there with the weather being like that. Oh, you can run in the snow. Don't be scared of it. I'm not scared of it per se. I just don't want to. I don't have to. I'm not going to. So I don't see the point of driving somewhere that I may or may not get stuck. I'm not going to take that risk. Other than that, I could care less. I mean, it doesn't bother me none. But I ain't got no chains on my truck. So I haven't purchased any. I haven't borrowed any from Schneider. And I have no tow hooks because someone stole my tow hooks. Well, I think before I even got the truck. That's one thing I didn't even look at. But, you know, I'm not going to drive up there. I mean, the rates up there, there's really good money right there. I mean, and if you know how to drive in the snow, go up there by all means because you can make some money because everybody else has ran south for the winter. I can tell because the loads, either that or there's, you know, for Christmas, things are moving, but, you know, they're not going to sell any more feed or pet supplies. That's as far as food. I can understand pet toys and stuff. I don't know where those come from, though. I don't even know if we haul those. But pet food, animal food, stuff like that, they ain't going to sell any more of that. I mean, are you going to gift it to the animals? You're going to wrap it up in a little present? People, you people with dogs are nuts. I got to get my wife a dog. Oh boy. So then I'm going to grab a load probably from West Virginia to Ohio or something like that, and Ohio from Indiana, because Indiana actually looks good for a whole week. So, of course, you know, squalls and whiteouts can occur with no forecast whatsoever. So that's one thing to keep in mind. I just don't want to wake up and suddenly delay sleep. I wanted to look at that. Yeah, so I'm going from North Carolina to PA, and then I'm going from PA to Ohio, and then I'm going from Ohio to West Virginia. The PA run ain't too bad. And yeah, I'm braving West Virginia again. I've been bouncing around up in there. I had to go through West Virginia to get to Kentucky and then come back. That was a really good run coming back, but of course it was because there's nothing on this end. So, but it all worked out because in the 2 weeks I can pull 8 down in the 2 weeks that I'm running from Tuesday to Monday. I didn't make it because the cutoff for Monday and the load drops Tuesday, but I'm only 2,200 away from a total of 8 for 2 weeks, close of Wednesday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I have 5 days to make $2,200. Will I do it? You bet your bottom dollar I'll definitely do it. I know I can do that. That ain't no problem. I mean, even if I have to do like 3 $700 runs and do another reset, I don't care. I will get at least that. I'm shooting for more, but whatever. I mean, if I get what I'm shooting for, that's plenty. I would love to get more. I mean, good Lord willing. But he'll let me get what I need to get. Because, that's what he does. Anyway, if y'all up in this area, Kenley Petro, man, stop by, give me a holler. If you see me in the building, if you don't, good luck finding me in this humongous parking lot. I'll be one of the only Schneider spotless, well, Blue Beacon spotless trucks. Blue Beacon washed spotless Schneider trucks in the parking lot near the front of the building. Beat on my door. But make sure you aren't dressed like a lot lizard, because I'm not going to open the door for you. I probably won't even talk to you other than to say scat cat and spray you with a water bottle. Anyway, I don't know what else to say on this video other than, oh yeah, when you're driving through these parking lots, man, y'all need to be careful. There was a guy, I didn't put him on blast, I didn't take a picture of it or nothing, but after I left the truck wash, that's what I was going to say earlier, after I left the truck wash, I was pulling around to come over to when I was coming around to go to the shop after I realized it's not over there, but it's over there, so I'm pulling through the parking lot, and this guy with a trailer whipped around in front of me, so he's trying to get this spot. I don't know what's the hurry. I mean, this ain't the Indy 500, this is a parking lot. Quit driving through it like it is, you idiot. But I feel sorry for the guy. He's got his dog with him in the truck, and he pulls up, and when you're coming around, so the parking lot here is angled. Well, you know how the angles are if you've been here. So parking lot's got the angles, and he looked over to the right, and it's kind of like when there's a bobtail there, you cannot see what's in that hole. So you really need to pay attention to the holes, because sometimes us bobtails will park further back, and you can get pissed at bobtails parking in these holes or whatnot. I don't care. Gotta work. We work too. I don't bobtail a lot. I rarely bobtail because I'm always hauling a trailer around. There just wasn't no empties at the place I dropped it. Anyway, back to the story at hand. So he comes around a corner. He sees an open spot, but it wasn't open. I didn't know either, because from where I was parked, there was nothing there. I couldn't even see around the truck because I'm coming from that direction this way, and there's a truck here. So there's an not empty spot here, and then there's another truck, and this guy comes whipping around, straightens his truck out, and he must be really good at parking, because he got that truck so straight in that first pull that he didn't see behind him at all. But here's the kicker: if he'd have looked in that right West Coast mirror when he was coming around that bend, he'd have seen there was a hot shot in that hole. So this guy starts creeping backwards. It might have been an automatic. Some guy said it might have been a Jackson Levy or whatever it is. I don't know. It's a yellow truck with a white trailer. And he starts backing up, and it starts backing up faster. And next thing you know, bam! I was like, what the heck was that? So the guy next to him opens his curtain and looks over. Somebody got out and started wandering around the truck. He isn't moving. He's just sitting there. I didn't even see him get out of the truck, but the way the angle was, I couldn't see nothing but the dog in the passenger seat hopping around like, where's my master? Where's my master? Gotta have my master. Where's my master? So I ended up finally going around, because the guy that was trying to pass him decided to go ahead and go around, and they were all eyeballing him. So I go around, and he backed right into this Dodge Ram 3500. And the front end ain't too crumpled, but that poor guy. So, he's out of a job. It's a shame, too. You make one wrong mistake, and these companies just don't care. But, you're now a liability, so you got to go. So people, don't make yourselves a liability like that. It's not worth it. You have to keep your eyes open all the time and keep your head on a swivel. So anyway, I'm going to run in here and do some laundry, and 7:39, I might end up doing their church thing. I might not. They're not my denomination, and some of these people get weird when they're when they talk about things that, like certain people on TV that say, oh, I went and I went to heaven and I saw Jesus. No, you did not. Because if you went there, you'd still be there and you wouldn't be spreading the lies. I mean, it's not, they're not, okay, I'm sorry. I take that back. Spreading the lies, that's not the right verbiage, okay? Okay, you wouldn't be spreading the lie about you going to heaven because you're not going to be begging for money. You know what? I'm not going to get into this whole conversation because there's too many people out there, like one guy whose initials start with a J, that proclaim to be speaking the word of God, and they are using that word. They're speaking some of it out of the book, but the majority of the time they're just using it to further their own idolizations. So, if you're a religious person, be very careful of who you listen to. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of wrong people out there that are Pharisees, if that's what you want to call them, because kind of like this rapper that I shall not name, because he doesn't deserve to be named because of his attitude, but he says he's found God again, yet he's in here in church trying to sell his wares at the church he attends. That ain't how it works, buddy. You ain't found nothing but another money-making scheme. Y'all have a blessed day. I got nothing else. Be safe and God bless.